Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm always loving this broadcast with my associate coach, Lesley Myrick, because this is where we talk about how to be a profitable interior designer, which we want all of you to be. This is why we do what we do as coaches, to try to help interior designers make the money that they need to make. So good morning, Lesley.
Good morning, Nancy. And I want to say, first of all, if anyone's watching on Instagram, they just changed the format, which is great. And they've put our faces in portrait mode, but I have a really tight bun on the top of my head. And if you're watching on Instagram, I essentially look like my brother. I look like a bald man.
Oh my God, that is so funny.
So I promise there's hair there. You just can't see it. But
I know. Well, I know they changed the format. Now we have to go down. I know. If we look good on Instagram, we look bad on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Yep. So we'll just stay here. We're a little
better to show up imperfectly, I say, than look perfect all the time.
Absolutely. And that's what we teach our Profit Insiders. So do it whether it's perfect or not, because that is what's going to attract your ideal client. So, all right, let's talk about the question that came in today that we want to answer.
Yes, question. And we hear this from a lot of people. So please know you're not alone. I am juggling multiple projects and constantly feel like something's slipping through the cracks. How do I manage everything without losing my mind?
Well, let's be honest. Sometimes you're going to feel like you're losing your mind, but the key is to try to keep the emotion out of your business and not go with the dramatic, I'm losing my mind, and just really go, what can I do to set up my process in a way that doesn't feel so scattered, frenetic, unorganized, right? So tell them our tip number one, which a lot of designers still don't have this, which is always a surprise to me.
Yeah, well, I'm going to preface tip number 1 and 2 by saying we always recommend having a project management software and a task management software. And they work hand in hand. So tip number 1 is use your project management systems and software to their full capacity. So this would be something like Design Files, Mydoma, Studio Designer, Design Manager, one of those great programs or systems that is meant for interior designers to manage selections, invoicing, order tracking, etc. I am shocked how many designers have like 2 or 3 of these programs. And they're like, well, I only use that one for mood boards, or I only use that one for invoicing. And you're making yourself crazy. You need to go deep with one program. And I'll be honest, it's not going to do 100% of everything you want. That's no one program can do it all. However, if you can really maximize the capacity of your project management system, you're going to know that everything related to the design side of the Smith project is here. And that takes some of the crazy out. You're not looking in a Google Drive and an email and a Microsoft SharePoint folder and a voicemail and you're like, nope, this is the brain for the project. So please dive into your project management software, learn about what it can do. They all, I'm assuming they all do, have great training videos. There's probably so much that you already have and are paying for that you can dig into to make your process a lot easier.
Yes, which brings me to wanting to talk about time management, but we've talked about that till we're blue in the face, and we'll talk about that more. But
always.
It's true that, and it happens in my organization as well, just so everybody knows, your tech stack, how many software programs you use to run your company tends to get really big. And then you got to look and go, why did I do this? Why did I buy this program or pay monthly for this program when the original project management software actually had that in it? I just didn't know it. Yes. Because I didn't manage my time well enough to learn all the nuances of the project management software, right? So task number 1, if you're juggling multiple projects and constantly feel that something's slipping through the cracks, look at your project management software and say, am I using it properly to the fullest capacity? It may even be worth getting a one-off call with whoever you're using to say, can you help me figure out what I don't know? So that this way I'm using it properly. Like when in our organization, when we're coaching our Profit Insiders and they have an issue with their software, they'll message Lesley on our business helpline because Lesley has tried every single software that's out there for the most part, right? So you know the nuances of each. And Catherine, I'm going to bring it up on. Catherine Farris is saying, yes, good project management software is critical. And then
using it. Yes. Nailed it.
Bingo. Using it and using it to its fullest capacity.
Yeah.
It takes time, guys. This is not something that happens overnight. And I think we talk about this all the time in our academy.
Yeah.
This is not being a business owner, being an entrepreneur, being an interior designer. You're not going to end up with a destination where, oh my God, I finally have it and it's perfect. Yeah, until something happens in the world, in society, in politics, in the industry, to your clients, and suddenly everything you planned goes crazy. So when you're juggling multiple projects, if you don't have a project management software, it's going to be so much easier to get unorganized.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Right?
You're still in spreadsheets and emails and Google Docs. I promise there's better out there, and it's going to make it so much easier and more efficient. And you will not feel like things are slipping through the cracks because everything's in one central place.
For your clients, right? Now let's talk about your tasks for your business, right? You have your client tasks that have to be kept up with based on your commitments in your contracts to your clients. Yeah. And then you have the tasks that you have to run your business and manage your clients. So we recommend, as Lesley said in the beginning, a project management software for your client work, your interior design client work, and then a task management. A lot of people have tried different ones. We always land on Asana or Trello. We use Trello for a long time. Some people use Monday.com. And it's for all the tasks that you have to do outside of your client work. And even sometimes you prompt your task management software to remind you to go to your project management software and do something for a particular client. So give one example, Lesley, of how you use your task management versus your project management and how they intertwine.
So I want to say too, there probably are people listening going, but wait, my project management software has a task thing in it. Yes, most of them do. However, experience has shown me they can fall short of what you really need. So often, yes, you can make tasks in there, but I don't believe, and I'm not speaking for every program, but the ones that I've experienced, you can't make recurring tasks. It's hard to set up templates. It's not as repeatable and easy to make sure that you've got everything taken care of and you haven't let it slip through the cracks. So in general, I don't love the task management that is part of project management software. Asana is where I have a folder with all my design clients. And in there, it's every single thing I need to do for them, assigned on certain dates, recurring for certain tasks. I also have my whole business backend in there. We have our SOPs, we have my blog and my marketing planning, social, like Asana is basically my business brain. It is how I know what I am doing every day as a business owner. It's telling me when I need to do outreach and marketing. It's reminding me of things that are upcoming. I put my passport expiration dates in there 6 months in advance so I cannot forget in 2 years to renew my passport. So truly, I use it for personal and business, and it is where I dump any sort of task, any to do, anything I need to take care of. I know it's all in one place. I can assign it to me or someone on my team. I can give it a date, and I don't have to think about it again until it shows up. And that is a way to keep things from falling through the cracks. If you have one dedicated place where every single to-do lands, not on a Post-it note, which is fine. This is for something else.
Notebook?
On a Post-it note or a notebook or a voice dictation or a text. Get it all. And I think that's a running theme here. All your design project stuff goes into the project management software. All of your tasks go in task management. Those are two really crucial first steps to know the reality of your workload and not let anything slip. You might not have time to do it all. That's another issue, but at least you'll know what to do, when to do it, and you'll have everything in two places so that you're not feeling like you don't know which way is up.
Right, because in your project management software is all the clients who've hired you and paid you. Outside of your project management software, all the people you should be following up on because they contacted you once, or the contractors, real estate agents, architects, anybody you've been trying to reach out to. When are your follow-ups supposed to happen? Everyone asks me, like, as an interior designer, should I have a CRM system, which is I think it's, I don't know what
Customer
it's called.
relationship management.
Thank you. CRM, customer relationship management. And I think you don't have enough clients usually to have to pay for a CRM, but you already should be paying for or having a free task management software that you could be putting these things in there. So you can do all your follow-ups at some point. So Asana also has the ability to bring on team members. So in our world, Asana gets assigned to me when I have to do something, to you when you have to do something, and then after you, it goes to my manager, Pamela, and it bounces from person to person until the task is done. So the project management softwares that you guys use for your projects, your clients, does not do that well. Does not do that well, right? So we want to give you a system that actually does it well. So, okay, so project management software is a must when you're juggling too many clients, and then a task management software when you're juggling too many projects.
Not even before you start juggling too many, get these things set up.
Yes,
they should be part of any business system.
Yes, and I want to mention, because you said SOPs, for those of you who don't know what SOPs are, they're standard operating procedures. Basically, it's your procedures. It's in the corporate world, we just called it a procedure manual, right? And somewhere your procedures should live. So tip number 3 is, this feels like a lot when you're already overwhelmed, right? It's like, okay, I have my project management software. I use Programmer, I use Design Files, I use my Domer, House Pro, whatever you use. Now you need to bring on Asana, because you're just not getting to your bookkeeping. You're not getting to your marketing. You're not getting to your blogging, because you're not managing your time properly with a task management system. Now you bring on Asana and you stare at it. And we just gave one of our Profit Insiders this tip the other day. When you're making money in your business, don't take it all out of your business to feed your personal life. Some of it has to stay in your business, guys, so you can grow your business. And one of the ways you can get yourself help when you're managing multiple projects is hiring a VA, which means you need some money in your account to do that. And you can ask them to set up your task management system for you, someone who's experienced in these task management softwares. My point is that there's plenty of ways to get this done if you're making good decisions for yourself every step of the way. Yes. Right? Does that make sense? Let's see what everyone's saying. I know that we've got some comments coming in from LinkedIn. From Catherine, teamwork, project management, recurring and templates included. We've used it since 2013 and loving it.
I'm not familiar with that one, teamwork.
Nope, we got to take a look at that one. I got to take a look at that one. And Farah, where's Farah coming on from? Facebook. That's right. Like AI just went for
I think we had an issue with QuickBooks and then changed software. Okay.
Great.
Yeah,
Okay.
Finding the right tools makes such a difference when you have multiple things on the go.
Absolutely. Finding the right tools is key. So when you're busy and juggling multiple projects, it feels sometimes too overwhelming to stop and assess the systems that you're using. But that is exactly what you have to do.
Yeah.
Right? Stop and assess the systems you're using and decide whether it's making sense for your business growth the way you want it to be. Right? Depends. So, all right. So tell everybody what we do to help people with all these issues.
We have the Profit Insiders Academy, which is our incredible year-long group coaching and mentorship program. This time management, task management is just one of many lessons we teach. Yes. This is everything you need to know about pricing, services, systems, staffing, time
sales, marketing.
And right. It really, what it all boils down to is having the confidence to show up, boundaries, and say, we're changing this starting today. We are no longer going to be a scattered design firm who's letting things fall through the cracks. We are setting aside time to get our systems in place, our processes, our pricing. We're going to be confident. We're going to make money so that we are showing up and being profitable and not just doing a little hobby that is completely exhausting us, which a lot of designers are. So the transformations in this one-year program are bananas. And I would really encourage you to click the link in the comments and learn more about the Academy, because we've seen such amazing successes over the years. And it is such a privilege to watch people go from, I feel scattered and I'm juggling and I'm stressed and I'm not making money, to like, oh, this this business thing can actually work. I'm like, yes,
Yes.
it can. And we can help you get there.
Yes, I feel like so many people start out insecure. Am I really meant to run my own business? Am I really meant to be an interior designer on my own? Should I work for somebody else? And once they come to us, we're like, okay, take a deep breath. You've got this, and we've got you. We're going to tell you what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and we're going to modify it for your business, for your goals, for your personality, and for your work-life balance, because it's a small group coaching and mentoring program. It's not a giant group where you're going to get lost. So we already have 5 people in, Lesley, and we are a month and a half away from it starting. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I'm really looking forward to 2026, helping even more designers get to that, not just profitable, not profitable, not a little profitable, but actually making a 6-figure, exactly what they want and why they work so hard, or more. A lot of people come to us where they're already making a little money, but we want to get them over the hump of whatever their goals are, period, right? And we're also teaching that functional AI in there, which is really important because designers are sometimes scared of AI, and they're also training on AI with other coaches, and they're learning so much at once, where we're breaking it down to what do you really need to run your business better? And what do you need to let go for now because you're bringing in more clients, your ideal clients, and you need to work on your systems. Sometimes we have to stop learning everything and just learn specific things to get to a certain point. Those things will always be out there.
Yep.
So there's an order to things, everybody, and we're here to help you get there. So if you're interested in joining the Profit Insiders Academy, we're starting in January, our 1-year-long group mentor and coaching program for interior designers. Please click the link, get on my calendar. If you're not right for the program, I will tell you. And if you're right for the program, I will tell you that too. And hopefully 2026 will make the biggest difference in your life when you make a decision to help yourself and not just sit and spin.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, everyone, we will see you next week for our Profitable Interior Designer broadcast, and in between when we go live with our sponsors. Don't miss our lives. They're very educational, and you can go far with just watching. So go over to my YouTube channel and click subscribe so that you can see all these videos. They all live there forever and ever. Forever and ever. All right. See you next time.